I went back to the dollar store, picked up a few movies here, um, and I want to show you some of the ones I picked up. I only picked up about one or two more titles, or just not one or two more, just a few titles because I grabbed a lot last time, and so I'd grabbed all the ones I wanted, and when I went back, they were significantly more picked through. Actually, they'd taken away one of the boxes because one of the boxes was emptied because someone had bought all of it. So, yeah, and then I bought a few movies at Walmart, and I want to show you what I got. So, I don't know if this is one of the ones I showed in the last video, Assassination Tango, but I'm going to show it off now because I don't remember. But this is, don't know anything about this one, but it looks good. It's got good reviews from Roger Ebert, who, a lot of people love Roger Ebert. I'll be honest. He is one of the greatest film critics of all time. There's no denying that. One of the most important. He legitimized the art form of film criticism, right? But he also is like very hit or miss, and which is fine. I think people have this expectation when they listen to critics that they have to agree with everything the critic says, otherwise they're a bad critic. Bullshit. I listen to a lot of critics. I'll give you an example. I saw the movie last night, and as you guys know, I recorded a review for that movie. I adored that movie. Thought it was fantastic. And I was listening to a podcast from my favorite critics because I was so excited to hear what they thought of it because I thought it was great. I thought they were going to love it. They hated it. Absolutely hated it. I don't care. They gave good reasons for why they didn't like the movie, and, they didn't like it. And I think that's fine. I don't have to agree with the critics on everything for them to be a critic. To be a good critic. You just have to read their reviews and understand their point of view. And I think Roger Ebert sometimes straddles that line of me being able to understand where he's coming from. Sometimes he just sounds mean. He's I don't know. But he's still a good critic, and I always appreciate everything he says. Enjoyed the time. Mall of Landers. I tried to see if this movie has a Blu-ray. I don't think it does. It's got Morgan Freeman in it, Robin Wright, Stockford Channing. I don't know how you say that name right there, but yeah, I don't know. I couldn't find this movie when I was looking it up. It just would not come up because what it kept trying to do is correct. Oh, it's Mall of Flanders. Oh, because this looks like an O to me, and then it's like an F. So I thought it was Mall. Is this why it wouldn't come up when I was searching it? That makes sense. Just embarrass myself in my own video, but doesn't really matter. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about that title. Had a good cast though, and for $1, why not? 8 heads in a duffel bag. I think I bought this one last time, but I'm not really sure if I showed it in the last video or not. But it's got Joe Pesci in it, and it looks like a fun movie. And yeah, I mean, don't know. Looks like a fun movie, but for $1, pick that up. Love Joe Pesci. Goodfellas and Home Alone. And then we got Vampire's Kiss with Nicolas Cage. This is the one I'm most excited about. I've never seen this movie, but I love Nicolas Cage. And I watch anything with Nicolas Cage at this point. Well, there's actually one movie I won't watch. I forget what it's called. He did some religious movie that his brother was involved in. And I think even he regrets it because it's just it actually was. Undoubtedly religious propaganda. I think even he knew that. But he did it because it was his brother and just trying to be nice. But just good on him. But also don't be in religious propaganda films because I will think of you lesser as a person if you're in those kind of movies. But I still love Nicolas Cage, and this is a great movie from what I hear from people who've seen it, and love Nicolas Cage. So I'm gonna have to watch this and check it out. But yeah, Vampire's Kiss for a buck. Why not? Add some Nicolas Cage. Then I found these couple Walmart titles. One of these surprised me. And one of these was like, this makes sense for it to be in the Walmart bin. And this is the one that made sense. This is K9. This is the Patrol Pack. That's what they call it. It's like 3 movies. I've never seen these movies. Why did I buy these? Because A, it was 3 movies for $5. And the first one has a Blu-ray, because that's put out by Universal, because it's a Universal DVD. But the sequels don't. So, why not? And when I was looking up the Blu-ray, it was like an insane price. $22 for a Blu-ray of K9. Does that make any sense? Because I don't think it does. But, I've never seen these movies. And I just watched Turner and Hooch, not the new Disney Plus show, the movie. I really enjoyed revisiting it, and I don't know, it looked kind of like that. So I was like, alright, I'll check these out, and maybe I'll get some enjoyment out of them for $5. Why not? For 3 movies. Why not? Good deal, I think. And then this is the one that surprised me. The Basketball Diaries with Leonardo DiCaprio. I've never seen this movie. It does not have a Blu-ray. But this was a title that I don't think was supposed to be in that bin. I went to an employee to ask how much it was, because I don't trust the Walmart bins anymore. My Walmart just throws shit in those bins that doesn't even belong there. And I'm sitting there like, what the hell is this nonsense, Because you'll get like Blu-rays in there. I've seen 4Ks thrown in there. I've seen brand new DVDs that were supposed to be sitting on the new release rack that are in there. Just, you can't tell what's supposed to be in there anymore. And also, this is a true story. My Walmart was getting so bad about throwing their shit in those bins that the bin, you could see it. It was literally breaking apart because the weight of all the crap that people were throwing in there was just getting too much. And the reason it was getting like that is because they've been throwing stuff like in that, and this is not now when I say things like that, I don't just mean random people who take a movie off the shelf and they're lazy and they don't put it back and they just throw it in the bin, right? I'm talking Walmart employees. I've literally watched Walmart employees do this. When they don't want to put a movie back on the shelf, they just pick it up and they toss it in that bin. And it's been filled like that since COVID. So basically what people were doing were throwing shit in this bin to where it was overstacked so much that the bin was breaking apart. So I cannot tell you how many things I found in that bin going, that's awesome. I will grab that for $5. And then I find out at the register it's not $5. And, I just end up passing. Because I'm like, for $5, good deal. But I'm not paying more than that, So this one I was surprised about because I don't think this came from Walmart. There are a few titles in there that seem like they came from the dollar store or other places. And when I went to the self-checkout machine, this movie didn't scan. Well, no, it scanned, but it had to get like an employee to approve it. So that tells me it probably wasn't supposed to be there. I don't know why this movie was there, but I'm glad it was there. I got it for $5, and it's a Leonardo DiCaprio movie that I don't know anything about. I've never seen it, but I'm excited to watch it. Basketball Diaries. I think I've heard of this movie, but I've never seen it. So I don't know, but that was confusing to me, like the fact that it had to be like approved by an employee, which tells me that like it wasn't supposed to be there. And I think there's a lot of movies in there that are in that bin. I don't know how they got in that bin though. Like I don't know if they were just movies that were sitting in the back that were supposed to be online exclusive titles, or they weren't supposed to be in there at all. I don't know. It's really weird. I think they're interesting titles. interesting titles and movies. I'm a big fan of that kind of stuff. But I love finding interesting things. When you're going out hunting. I usually don't buy movies from Walmart, especially DVDs. But every once in a while, I'll find something good. And that was the one time where I found something good. And I'm interested to check that stuff out. But you guys are gonna let me know your thoughts. Like, share, and subscribe. Do all that. And I'll see you guys next time.